Yeah, all of that is not important. I don't really care about that anyways. But I want to just tell you, like, even with family, I'm willing to cut them off. I don't, because I should have cut that girl off around then. Because like I said, when she asked me for the $50, I kept all my cash on me. Mind you, this is money I'm collecting to pay off last month. And you know, apartments don't play, especially back then. Oh, you was gonna get evicted real quick after that first month. So when I get back home, after she was like, oh yeah, I told her, yeah, you could borrow the $50, but you know that's out of the rent money. I'm gonna need that money back plus your half. So she was like, because I mean, it was my sister's fault, really. So I'm trying to come up with the last month money plus my half. And my sister, she didn't even work that many hours, so whatever her check came to is what I was gonna take, and then this family member was supposed to pay the other remaining. So when I get home, how about this girl took $100 out of it, out of my stash that I'm literally trying to save up so we don't get evicted. And I'm calling her. I'm like, okay, so why did you take 100 instead of the 50? Oh, I'm gonna pay you back. You know, I said, and I remember asking her, so you're gonna have my 100 plus your half of the rent because you're already struggling. That's why you got kicked out of your apartment. Yeah. So mind you, when I'm starting a date, you know, the first person I had kids with, of course, when I would go, if I had to close that morning, whatever, he used to spend the night. So I would leave him there and then go to work. So when so that tells you, like, we was dating for a little bit around this time, because yeah, we got the final notice about the eviction. So I'm like, if she pays me her half, that $100 half or whatever will be good. So one night I knew he wasn't working. So I knew I had, like I said, I worked all the time, so I always had money on me. So this one night or whatever, this is when I should have just ran. He gets sick. I forgot what it was. He gets sick, and I know how guys act now when they're sick, because I act the same way, because I used to never ever get. It was rare for me to get sick. Like, that's how, like, I never got sick. Like, so I never go to the hospital like that, because my mom took real good care of us, like, and then she used natural herbs to get us back healthy. So I never was going to the doctor like that. I never was around people that, even when I was around people that was sick, I didn't get sick like that ever. So when this one night, I don't know what his problem was. I think he had a cold or something like that, and he didn't have no more money. So he just stops at CVS. And I'm thinking he's taking me home, because CVS is right around the corner from my house, for no apartment, from my house or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just sitting there, and then he's like, go get me some medicine. I turned around, I looked at him like, what? He's like, you see I'm sick. Go get me some medicine. I said, that's not how you ask somebody. Like, why wouldn't you say please or something like that? He just, go get me some medicine. So I'm like, no, like, how? You need to ask me properly. Of course, when I say stuff like that, people always think I'm being bougie. No, that's not how you talk to people. So mind you, we going back and forth. Oh, who do you think you are? Like, he's showing his narcissist to me. But I'm like, is this how boys supposed to act when you in a relationship with them? But mind you, I've seen the disrespect my mom has gotten. I've seen disrespect from other women in those type of relationships. So I'm like, okay, is this how it starts? So he said something to me, and mind you, I'm still like, who the fuck you think you talking to? So I literally get out of his car and start walking towards my apartment, because my apartment is not that far away from CVS. This boy literally gets out the car, literally hems me up, just like that. Turns me around, literally grabs me. He's 6'3", over 250, 80 pounds. I'm 5'7", and 280 pounds. Dude lifts me up. Go get that medicine, and I'm not playing with you. I'm like, the fuck? Where does this come up from? Mind you, there's people walking around seeing this. They looked and kept it going. So, you know, like, I'm a little scared now, because it's like, I'm 280 pounds. Like, how you gonna get me off the ground? So, of course, I go in there and I get the medicine for him. So then he comes, and mind you, he has this raggedy ass car, got a whole TV in the, mind you, I stay in the hood. So he think he's so cool because he got one of them. Back then, like, it wasn't like the touchscreens now. Like, you had to literally put a replacement, one of those, what do they call them? The radio attachments. But his could come out where he could watch TV. And a whole bunch of times, like I said, when I got my I don't know if I even said that, a lot of times when I end up getting my, because lashes wasn't out back then, like, what you see right now is how I usually looked back in them days. No lashes, just a wig. But I always, because I was always working, I always wore the same wig, or, you know, did my hair and would keep it for months. Because I was always working, I really didn't go nowhere. It was literally him that was making me, like, buy new wigs or get my hair done. And mind you, since I was little, that's why I never go to salons and get my hair done, is because their chemical makes me sick. Like, to the point, like, once I come out of the salon, the chair or whatever, I literally, like, go into, like, whatever chemicals they were using back then. Like, I literally would get dizzy, and I wouldn't be able to hold up my head. Like, I don't know what kind of chemicals people was using back then. But that was one thing before my mom's husband at the time came into the picture. My mom used to take my sister, because my uncle had a barbershop / beauty salon. So we used to, before she got with that man, she used to take us to go get our hair done. But then she would see, like, how sick I would get when I got my hair done at the salon. Because even we started going to the lady's house, she was still using the same chemicals, and I was getting sick. So that's why I never got my hair done, because it would make me literally sick. Like, one day I would be in bed all day. So the first person I had kids with, whenever I would get, like, a new hairstyle or a wig or something, I would never have to catch the bus. But when I would, I ain't have to catch the bus no more. He would come pick me up. So when this night happened, I'm gonna show y'all how karma works, man. I'm gonna show y'all how karma works. So this night, mind you, he has this the TV that comes out or whatever, being like he the man or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, but the car was raggedy, so I didn't understand that.